Mayhem, Aladna Hill.
The people are working to assemble some factories. Storage is filled with a basic food supply, and we have some building material at hand. Our demand for certain goods won't go down anytime soon. Fortunately, much of this stuff is flying around in NPC ships. The cheapest way is to pop them open and just take the floating goodies. In Mayhem you will always get a large part of the freight that a trader was carrying, sometimes even all of it. Your map can show you some good hunting grounds. In my case, Aladna Hill has much traffic. It contains the main trade lane between Aquila's Beacon and Light of Heart. This is still an empty sector, so we don't have to worry about sector security ships or the police. There are some military transporters, but they mostly have to tend their own business and don't want to get involved. We just have to blow them freighters up and they will drop. A freight scanner helps checking if they carry anything of worth to you. Food and biotransporters can be an easy way to get sustenance for your population. High-tech transporters will sometimes carry a decent chunk of shipbuilding parts. These are probably the most lucrative options. Whenever you need something and cannot buy it, this is a good way to get it quick. It helps to have a separate reap shuttle to haul the booty back. You will need a transporter device, then you can set the shuttle in the player console. My Drake is well suited for this task. Quick shuttles can be called with a hotkey. Additionally, you could set up a collector ship with special commands. Such a vessel will monitor all satellite sectors and loot on its own.
Energy cells.
Besides scourging the trade lanes, you can also become a freebooter. If an invasion is currently underway, both parties involved will be in a state of war. They will approve anyone who destroys enemy assets in their territory. On the other hand, if major factions are neutral to your target, they won't object you destroying it, but the police ships will still come after you, and if you flee after your satellites, keep that in mind. And finally, you will lose reputation if two races have signed a truce. You can also use your free time to scan some ships with the data scanner. It requires lowering the target's shields first. They go hostile when they get aware of your spying attempt. Against bigger ships, this means that you will most likely have to visit some battlefields and scan them when they are distracted. Scanning capital ships isn't super necessary right now. You still have to research the blueprint, and this takes a very long time until we get more research stations up and running. Scanning also gets easier when you're sitting in a cap ship yourself. I am focusing more on marine improvements for now. The first cap ship design I researched for mass production was a Tokyo M1 carrier. And this was just in the third day, and I had already occupied 5 sectors. So take your time with that. Unlocking bigger ships early and with research alone would require a fast expansion. I don't recommend that for your first game. Boarding generally gives access to bigger ships quicker and is pretty much independent from your empire progression. In the next video I will show you the general boarding process, and after that we will take a look on designing your marine's equipment.